Hello everyone and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. This week, nurses from the North Country head to New York City to help hospitals overrun with COVID-19 patients. A family mourns the loss of a mother and grandmother who died this past week in Plattsburgh from coronavirus. And more signs Governor Cuomo and the state of New York are ready to begin easing restrictions. Cuomo says upstate regions, including the North Country, may be able to begin reopening after May 15th if there are no flare-ups of COVID-19. The governor said a 12-step plan and advisory panels will help decide when each region of the state will reopen.
We have to learn the lessons, we have to move forward, and we have to be smart, because if you are not smart, you will see that infection rate go right back to where it was. We'll be right back to where we were 58 days ago. And nobody wants to do that.
Cuomo says if after testing areas continue to show lower infection and hospitalization rates, they'll be allowed to reopen in phases, with construction and manufacturing businesses to start. Retail shops, restaurants, and other businesses will come later, as will tourist attractions that could draw large numbers of people. And Cuomo announced Friday schools will remain closed for the rest of the academic school year. Cuomo also said he is connecting food banks in need with dairy farmers who have been hurting after the shuttering of schools and restaurants has led to a surplus of milk. In some cases, farmers have had to dump milk they can't sell.
This is just total waste to me. We have people downstate who need food. We have farmers upstate who can't sell their product. We have to put those two things together. It's just common sense, but we have to make that marriage between product upstate and need downstate.
Cuomo announced an initiative he calls Nourish New York that will purchase milk and other dairy products from farmers and send them to food banks, while upstate-based dairies, including Chobani and Cabot Cheese, have agreed to distribute their excess products to food banks as well, and those in need. Both the New York Farm Bureau and North Country Assemblyman Billy Jones applauded the move, although Jones says the state and federal governments still need to do more to assist dairy farmers, who he says are vitally important to the North Country and who are struggling. Cuomo also this week said the state is going to commit $25 million to help food banks that have been overwhelmed by demand during the pandemic. And while New York's non-essential businesses are closed, the State Board of Elections is calling off what many now say is New York's non-essential Democratic presidential primary, effectively designating former Vice President Joe Biden as the winner of the state's delegates. State, local, and congressional primaries will still be held across New York as scheduled on June 23rd. Counties here in the North Country already facing losses in sales tax revenue from the coronavirus outbreak may also lose millions in state aid. The New York State Association of Counties says the state is considering a 50% cutback in county aid. Clinton County looking at $12 to $15 million in losses, furloughed 150 county employees this week.
It made sense to do it the way we did when we did it, to take advantage of the enhanced federal benefit offered, under the CARES Act.
The county will cover the employees' health benefits until they return to work in August. In the meantime, the county says it hopes to get federal funding out of the next stimulus package to help cover its losses. The city of Plattsburgh this week has decided to cancel both the 4th of July and Battle of Plattsburgh parades and reenactments. And for the first time in its 105-year history, the Siegel Music Colony in Schroon Lake, New York is canceling its summer season. Siegel has committed to providing financial aid to their faculty and staff to help offset the pay they'll lose this summer.